Hey guys, doing well today. So yeah, what a game between the Hurricanes and Highlanders. The Hurricanes have come up on top, winning 41 points to 22. I mean, a very impressive result to say the least. I mean, even though the Hurricanes are now, obviously last within the competition, it does end their, kind of their season on a high, which is kind of what you want as a Hurricanes fan. On the other hand, for the Highlanders, they weren't able to get into that third position, which they wanted to so badly. But at the end of the day, I mean, they have steadily improved over time, so it's good to see that they haven't they've stayed in this exact same position as last year's Super Rugby Aotearoa competition. So you could say they haven't made much progress, but at the same time, I think a lot of players have really stepped out throughout this competition. But more or less, within the game itself, I mean, within that first half, I mean, when you look at the Hurricanes, they got off the mark within the 7th minute through Devin Flanders, probably the best try in the game in my opinion. They obviously put the ball down within the right hand side. I believe it was Dipsy Karifi he passed it to Dan Coles. Dan Coles had a bit of a run, kind of over the top, passed it to Riasi, and all Riasi had to do was just pass it to Devin Flanders for him just to burst right through and score a try. So it was a well-worked try, probably the best try in the game for sure. I mean, from there, I believe that was within the 7th minute, but within, I'd say, 15th minute, actually Dan Coles and Mitch Hunt both got a sin bin, so they both got a yellow card. And just for a bit of a fight, you could say at least, a bit of a tussle. But what can you expect? I mean, it's Dan Coles. I mean, that's kind of what you expect from him, kind of get into people's heads. But more or less from there, both players were sent to the bin. But I did believe that led the Highlanders actually come back into the game through Josh Dixon. I believe he got a try to his name, which is good to see because he actually had a good game, I'd say, for the Highlanders. So it's good to see him scoring a try. But I believe from there, as soon as Dan Coles actually got back onto the pitch, he immediately got a try back for the Hurricanes. So that was good, kind of a bit of karma to say the least. But good to see that he kind of made that impact within the first half for sure. I mean, I believe that was kind of it with, obviously there was a few conversions, I believe, from Jordy Barrett. But from there, I believe the Highlanders and also the Highlanders actually led the game. I believe they were leading 17 points to 15, to my knowledge, within that halftime mark. But from there, the Hurricanes kind of led the way within that second half. Straight away, I think it was within the 44th minute, through Liam Mape, of course, getting a try to his name, bursting right through the defence. Good to see that try happen, and he definitely needed that just to boost his confidence, which is good to see. But from there, obviously, I believe it was Dipsy Karifi who got the next try, but that was a bit, I'd say, at least 15 minutes after the Mape try. Probably another well-worked try, actually, with Ruben Love actually sprinting, or dashing, you could say, right through the defence. And all he had to do was just a little offload, well, not offload, but just a little pass to Dipsy Karifi, and then, he just burst right through and scored that try. So that was a well-worked try, I'd say, for the Hurricanes from that one. I believe the next try after that was Ash Dixon. Ash Dixon, of course, gets a maul try. I mean, what do you expect off the line? Obviously, created a little maul, and from there, obviously, he scored the try. Simple as that. Classic Highlanders try. And I believe afterwards, there was a few phases which it could have gone both ways. But I believe the next try came actually from Loose, which was it was a pretty well-worked try. I'd say it came more towards the end. Of the game, but it was well tried. Actually, good to see him actually get. I believe it was Liam Mape or Riasi who could have got that try, but they were kind of kind in the sense where they passed it back. They passed it to Lewis, and all you had to do was just run past through. So it's a good try from him. And I believe the last try from the game was actually Riasi within the 78th minute mark, I believe. And kind of a solo try in the sense where they passed it down within the left hand side. All Riasi had to do was just kind of skip through middle scudder, kind of just put him on the floor really. And from there, all you could do was just run around and put it on the post, which is good to see. But overall, that's kind of it with the game. I mean, the Highlanders just weren't their best, to be frank. I mean, compared to the game they played against the Blues, the Hurricanes just really stepped up, and that's kind of what I wanted to see. Obviously, they don't even have Artur Sevilla who played within that game, so it's good to see that they're able to still win games without that kind of leadership. That player with leadership. Overall, just very impressed with the Hurricanes, and like I said, this is a good way to end their season. Obviously a good way to kind of propel them, you could say, within the next competition against the Australian sides. But overall, just kind of I love it was a good game to watch. I mean, obviously I wasn't able to actually watch the first I'd say few minutes of the game because Rugby passed a bit of a shaking down of just the server wasn't working. Okay, comment below if you actually had that problem as well. I mean, I had it for a bit, but more or less the game was loved the game, but more or less just a good game to watch, and just. That's kind of it with the video. Just definitely like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.